Okay, so just a little bit of a couple of notes on the procedure. I'm just going to be tying my hair back when I go into hospital. Obviously no makeup. I know my eyebrows look a bit hectic. That is purely because I've just gone in for, I had microblading and then I had micro shading on top of that. So my eyebrows look kind of perfectly like done, and it's a bit weird, but that's, I'm like, well, fortunately actually that's how they're gonna stay, so I won't have to deal with that. But I have heard from other people that you actually can't wear any makeup for a good amount of time on your face, so this is how I'm gonna look now to my natural skin. I'm not too unhappy about it. My skin is relatively good, and to be honest, most of it's going to be covered up with a bandage anyway, so I really don't think that there's much to worry about in terms of that. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to curl my hair, because I feel like I might just, not because I need to, just because I've got a lot of time, to be honest, because I obviously went and showered and got ready. I can't drink any water anymore and I'm thirsty, I'm annoyed. Yeah, so a couple of things I did that I would say at this point I definitely recommend is that get as much of you sorted out as possible. If you're one of those people who likes to look put together and like proper all the time, like, you know, I recommend having like a microblading treatment if you're not that happy with your eyebrows, because you physically cannot get to this part of your face, and they just don't want you to wear any makeup. So if you're uncomfortable with your eyebrows in terms of that, I would say maybe go and get that done. I made sure I had mine finished, so I had the micro shading on top of the microblading. Obviously you have to wait 6 weeks, so obviously I've waited, and then I sort of planned it so that I could have it just before my operation. So they're not finished healing, they're quite they're a bit scabby, which is not ideal, but I think I won't be noticing that fairly soon, so I think it'll be fine. And yeah, then just, I had my hair cut yesterday as well, because anaesthetic can do really shitty things to your hair. So if you've already got split ends, it's not ideal. So I just went in and had like just a trim on my hair, so I had a hairstyle as well. And then I also got my nails done. I always go to, I don't know if you can see that now. This camera hates me, it's fine. Why do you hate me? There we go. So I always go to Salon Geisha. Oh good. See, now it doesn't like my face. That's the real problem. Maybe you'll like it more tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, so I always go to Salon Geisha in Parkhurst for my nails, and Gwen is such a lovely business owner, and I love supporting small business, and especially small businesses that are run by women. So this has gone blurry. This is why I have to keep looking over at this, because this camera is just, it's hating on me. Anyway, so yeah, I love supporting local business. So if you are in the Joburg area, obviously sort of close-ish to Parkhurst, I really recommend going to them. I go to V, she's my nail tech, and she is great. I have had really shit nails for a very long time, and yeah, now they're actually back together, and these are like my natural nails, just with a I think it's called Infinity Gel on top of it. So I'm really happy, and I'm really proud to actually have my nails. Obviously it's a bit weird having short nails. I'm always wearing like very long stiletto shaped nails, so this is quite weird for me. But I started having short nails quite a while ago in order to kind of get my brain used to it and get my body used to it, because I think I'll have enough problems, and I just didn't think I needed to bring long nails into the picture. I'll be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure whether you're allowed gel in hospital, but no one ever said no. So and no one ever looked at my nails and went, you can't have them. So I was just like, I'm having them. So hopefully it should be fine. Well, there's nothing they can do about it now, and now it's there on my nails. It is what it is. So yeah, I think that's always good, because if you go and have your nails done just before you go into hospital, you know, you always come out of an operation, doesn't matter what it is, you always feel a bit of a mess. And so I thought it'll be a really good idea to just have my nails done so that I'm as put together as possible in the parts I can be. I've also just, the only makeup I am wearing, I know you're not allowed any, so it's not really makeup, it's just a little bit of powder on the places of my face that get greasy, just because it'll absorb anyway, and it's not changing my skin in any way, and it's not going to cause a problem sticking things. In fact, it'll probably help. So that is the only thing I've put on my face, and I have put on some lip ice. I've heard that your lips really get a little bit like very, very dry and quite cracked because of the operation. So what I'll do is afterwards, I think this is going to be just one of those like really long videos, so I'll edit it down as much as I can, but basically what I want to do is put like one long video about this whole operation, and then what I'll do is I'll put time tags in the bottom, so that if you're only interested in like what you should take for the hospital for surgery, or if you're only interested in the recovery and what it looks like or whatever, you can get to those parts. Basically I want to do all the recovery together. I'm only going to do like I think a week of recovery. I'm not entirely sure yet, I haven't entirely decided, but I think I'm just going to do like a week of recovery, and just so you can see what it will look like by the time I go back to college. And then I will, my plan is, I don't know how well I'm going to do at this, I'll be honest, but my plan is to keep sort of vlogging, and obviously I'm going to keep doing YouTube videos, so you will be able to see in that, but I will post this one hopefully after another one, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to handle this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do a blog post about it or not. I'm going to see how the process goes. I think it might be easier to do it like this, because to be honest, it's just easier for everyone, isn't it? Anyway, that brings me to the end of this part of the video with my funny funky hair. Yeah, so I will see you guys in hospital. Bye. Hi everyone. Oh my god, it's actually quite tragic to look at myself like this. It's gonna take a bit of effort to put this on the internet, I think, but at the same time I do want people to get like an honest view of what it's like to have this operation done. So yeah, I look quite tragic. I think the end of my nose is really, really swollen as well, and my skin is like really shiny because it's so swollen. And like if I close my eyes, you can see that it's all bruised along here already. So I'm gonna try using some cold compresses to help swelling go down. I know I sound like I'm about to cry, but I'm not. It's just how I sound right now. So yeah, I thought I'd just check in. But this is, I guess, 24 hours after the operation. I got out of, it's just after 24 hours. So I got in from surgery yesterday at 5 o'clock-ish. I went in at 1:30. So it's a longer surgery as well, it was 3 hours. And I got back in at 5-ish into the ward after recovery, and yeah, so it's about 24 hours since I had the op, and
this is how I look. So very swollen, especially like I wasn't expecting this, like by my forehead here. And yeah, I'm just chilling in the bathroom because I just couldn't think of anywhere else to go with good lighting, and I don't want to try and manage a camera and everything. So you can see though it looks like I've done a terrible job of eye makeup here, and unfortunately your nose does drip and there's a headache that goes with it. But anyway, I thought I'd come and check in, and then I will update you again tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Oh my god, this by the way is my dog. She's much prettier to look at, so enjoy this view instead. Oh my god, my face is so swollen today. My eyes, I do look like I've been punched. And this is also after I've just put on a cold compress. So yeah, it's a look. So just a little slice of reality, because this is Sunday morning. That's like 2 days after, honestly, and everything is just so swollen. I feel like death a little bit. I'm sort of having one of those moments today, like, what have you done to yourself? And I know it will get better. Oh my god, it's just, I'm in so much pain and so swollen. I'm not even recognisable to myself. Good evening, everybody. So, oh my god, hang on a second. This is a day. So it's now 7:45 on Sunday the 8th. Yeah, on the 8th of March. So that makes it sort of 2 days after I had my operation done. I'm just sitting here in the bathroom, and I just thought I'd catch up with you guys really quickly. The swelling around my face is still quite high, but it has gone down along here, which I'm really pleased about, because it was quite sore, and you can see where the defined swelling is down by my eyes, and if I close them you'll be able to see that they're both like purple on top, and I still look a bit like a potato, which is not ideal, but part and parcel of that. So it has been two days since the operation. Since this morning the swelling has decreased. I think you can just see that all of my face is still swollen, just even here. So yeah, it's a bit weird, and it's really odd seeing yourself like this, but I just wanted to kind of come in and say hi and fill you guys in on it, just so you guys have a little bit of an update. And I've been using, to get the swelling down, I've been using arnica quite a lot. I've been using this one, which is just the one you can get at discounts from Vitaforce, and this has been pretty good, I think, because the swelling has come down. I'm also using the Vitaforce arnica tablets, and then another thing that I'm really glad I got before I went into hospital is this, which is a little children's toothbrush, which I give a 10 out of 10 because you cannot open your mouth that much. And I also had forgotten that the bottom of the mouth is the top of your, the bottom of your nose is the top of your mouth. Can't even get that out. But yeah, so it's quite important that you have a toothbrush you can get into your mouth, and the normal adult ones are quite difficult. So that's my sort of couple of things I have noticed have done wonders for me right now. On the plus side, you'll now also be able to see that my eyebrows are now peeling as well, so at least my eyebrows look good. This is the one thing. So I have to thank the young woman, Marshall, who did my eyebrows, because they look splendid. This one's still a bit darker, but this one's been peeling more. They look really good, and they are the only part of my face that is stuck with me through this. So, anyway, I will chat to you all soon. Good evening, everybody. So, please excuse my potato-like appearance this evening. I thought I'd just check in with everybody, just so that you can see, oh my god, my eyes are already hurting today, what kind of look I'm going for today. And I do look like, this is a bit of a niche thing to say, but I do look like a Terry Barber Beauty Instagram picture. Just go look it up on Instagram, and hopefully it all makes sense. Yeah, so the bruising is quite gnarly. Oh, I do feel like I'm gonna die. So you can see that under my eyes it's quite yellow, quite purple, really multicolored, multifaceted eye makeup look I'm going for. But other than that, the swelling has definitely come down today. It's still swollen up here, I'm still feeling it there. And this bag under my eye, this side seems to be worse than this side. So that's a bit interesting. But yeah, just to catch you up. Also on the healing process of my brows, which appear to be pretty much healed. So there's that. Ow. Yeah, anyway, I will catch up with you tomorrow. I really do apologise though, because I do look like a potato. So to make up for it, here's my dog. Say hello. You don't look like a potato. Are you yawning? You're gonna say hi. Good evening, everybody. So I almost forgot to update tonight. And of course I look like a little bit of a potato again. A combination of my still swollen face, the bruising under my eyes, this gorgeous little nose thing I've got on here. It's all going for a really nice look. So I just thought I'd just quickly update you guys. So the swelling is much less today. You can see my eyes are practically back to their normal size. My brows, as always, completely not interested in this whole situation. They've been almost unaffected, except when they went a bit swollen and shiny. The bruising has really come out here over the eye, so I do look like I've been punched. I would say the most uncomfortable thing at the moment is, first of all, this. It's obviously it's stiff, it's a splint. Oh my god. This is the thing, it's so itchy, and like it's so itchy underneath. Like all I want to do is just itch my nose, which is a really good sign, because whenever things itch like that, it means that they are healing. But it is also incredibly frustrating because there is nothing I can do, and I can't get there, and you can't scrunch your nose because it hurts, and ugh, what a mission. Anyway, the other big thing is, I think I mentioned this in yesterday's part of the vlog, just that you cannot blow your nose, and this is getting increasingly annoying. I've got so many nose sprays and everything to put up my nose and everything into my sinuses, try and flush them out, keep them moist and all of that, which I'm doing, but it's absolutely killing me not to be able to just blow my nose like a normal person, because it's all like down the back of my throat. It's really uncomfortable. So yeah, I would say that's the most frustrating thing. I really do look like a potato. But anyway, that is just a little update for you guys, just so that you know what's happening today. And today is Tuesday, which means it is, God, I can't count, I can't even focus. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's pretty much 4 days post-op. 4 days. I can count. I know what I'm doing. I'm amazing at this mathematical thing. Anyway, I am going to go to bed now. It is nearly 11:30. It takes a while to get ready with all of this. So, I'm off to bed now. And I will catch up with you guys again tomorrow. Bye! Good evening, everybody. So, I'm really sorry because I always seem to remember at the moment to take these videos when I look most like a potato, and I'm really not sure what my hair is doing here. You will notice I've eventually got my bracelet back on. I forgot the word for that in a second. Anyway, what have I got to tell you? It's Wednesday evening, so I think it's 5 days post-op. Yeah. It's 5 days post-op, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear at the moment because, again, I keep reiterating this. I know I say it every single night, but I can't blow my nose, and it's making me really upset. I'm also feeling a bit sort of tender personally because actually your girl decided that she'd had enough of being stuck in the house. So my parents were going out and they suggested that I come with them to get something to eat, just because I've been a bit iffy about being in the house all the time, so I really wanted to leave, wanted to get out, wanted to do some stuff. So I was a bit like half and half because like my face looks like this, so I was like, is it gonna be okay? I'll insert a terrible quality picture that I took of myself in the car to send to a friend. That is what it looked like, which is not too bad, I didn't think. I managed to put on some makeup a little bit. My eyebrows obviously great. And yeah, I put on some lipstick, mascara. It's amazing what a little bit of makeup and hair styling can do for you. This hair is just... stop with your things, man. Anyway, whatever about the hair. So yeah, I went out with my parents, and the reason we went out for dinner is actually because of load shedding. Now, if you aren't from South Africa, do not fret if you don't understand what the hell I just said. But basically, load shedding is when they turn off the power for a set amount of time so that they can stabilize the power supply in the country. Very confusing. That definition of it was terrible. I'll put like a little definition on screen if there is one. If I can think of one, I'll try. Anyway, there was load shedding, which means we didn't have power for 4.5 hours, so it was right over dinner time as well. Makes it really difficult to cook and stuff, and I didn't really eat today, to be honest, because I had such a crap night Tuesday night. So I woke up this morning feeling terrible. So my mum was like, listen, just, you know, you don't have anything to do specifically, so why not just use this time and actually go back to sleep for a bit if you can. And then, of course, magically, my buddy was like, oh, yeah, sleep, what a good idea. And then I woke up at like 12 noon. I was like, why can't you just have slept like this when you were supposed to be sleeping, instead of being up all night going choking and having a time? Anyway. Oh god. Good job, Kate. Managed to stop the video. In any case, so I slept that long, which means I only had like fruit then, and obviously I wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat anything again. And then we went out, and then we had dinner, so I kind of just ended up having basically like one meal today. But anyway, it's all good, doesn't matter. I got some rest, which is vital. Yeah, so when I went out, it was quite bizarre though, because like I'm quite used to this being on my face, and although I'm still really quite aware of it, and it freaks me out, and it's very itchy underneath there, so I'm very much aware of it, like I know it's on my face, but I haven't had any of those stricken reactions from people because everybody who's in my life knew this was happening, knew I was going to do it, so there wasn't anyone who was like super shocked when they saw me. I mean, Alexa, shout out to you, because you did look a bit harassed when you first saw me, like, shit. And I was very swollen that day as well. So, phone ran out of storage, so I'll see if it'll do it. iPhone storage, what a mission. Anyway, so it was a really, really bizarre situation to go out and obviously experience people in real life who didn't know what was happening, they'd never met me before, and they were really, everyone was quite sort of like, I don't know, they didn't know what to do, so no one would like look me in the eye, and it was all quite bizarre. So I felt a bit like emotionally stripped when I came home, because I was like, I feel like everybody was looking at me and being like, what is wrong with her? Did she have a nose job or whatever? Which, like, yes, I did, but you know, I was still like, I was very aware of people not being able to meet my eye, which was very, very odd. But other than that, it went okay. I had a great dinner, and got back home, power's back on, everything's swell. So just a little update for today. Much more exciting than the rest of these little updates have been. Anyway, I will chat to you guys again tomorrow. Bye.
You yet? No. That was the ENT surgeon who did that, not me. Okay, so it's going to give now. There it comes. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I can feel the difference with you touching it.
Yeah. This will stick a bit. There you go. Splint is off.
How does it look?
Swollen.
Very swollen.
Is it straight though?
Yes.
That's all I want.
Straighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey.
To you it's straighter.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
it
everybody
is.
else it's straight.
Yeah.
All right, so all we're going to do now is I'm just going to give you a little bit of a clean, okay? And then I'm going to take out some of those little stitches. Inhale, exhale, read your hand. Hey?
Do you want me to keep?
Good morning everybody, so it is me, I'm back. Just to quickly update you, it's Saturday, so that means it's been 8 days since my operation. I had my cast taken off yesterday, which you'll see in the clip, which you would have seen in the clip, and yeah, my nose is very, very swollen, and it feels like it doesn't belong to me, which is really, really, really bizarre. That's probably the worst thing to deal with, is that it just doesn't feel like it belongs to me. So yeah, it's really bruised and swollen. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it is. That's my dog's toy. It is quite swollen, quite bruised, and quite painful, and yeah, it's giving me a terrible headache and a terrible runny nose. And the thing is, this is the time of the coronavirus, so your girl sounds sick. But I'm not. I'm just really bunged up because my sinuses are all still swollen and it's really, really inflamed and everything. So I really don't think I'm sick. I think I'm just sick and tired of not being able to breathe. I'm also still not allowed to blow my nose, because they did so much work on my nose, and the bones still need to settle. So I'm still not allowed to blow my nose, which is really, really frustrating. But I have been taking some sinus tablets now because I literally cannot deal with not being able to breathe anymore. I'll insert a picture of like the before and after. I took a picture last night of just my side profile in the bath. I wasn't in the bath, I was sitting on the edge of it, but don't worry. I don't know why I did it there anyway, but yeah, I took a picture of my side profile and I'll compare it for you guys to the side profile picture I took before I went in for the op, just so that you can go and see like how it's healing. It is still very, very swollen, and he said this is not how it's gonna look. So yeah, but I'm excited and I am healing, and I am very, very blessed to have had the operation that I wanted. So I will catch up with you guys later. Bye. It is also worth noting, I'm not going to be able to see how I'm doing this, so bear with, that most of the time at the moment I look like this for 20 minutes on and off a day. Hey guys, so usually I wouldn't really record something like this or post it, but I'm having a really bad time at the moment. I'm so overtired. I cannot get proper sleep at night, and I think it's just causing me to be really panicky, and I just don't feel good today. My nose is sore, I can't blow my nose, I keep crying, I still can't blow my nose. Yeah, it's just been one of those days, which doesn't mean it won't get better. It will get better. I'm having a bit of a sort of drama, and I'm absolutely sure that it's like mental as well, and I'm quite aware of what my plastic surgeon said to me before I went in for the operation, and that it takes 6 months to properly heal, to see what the nose will look like, and I'm just really unhappy right now. Just really, really unhappy. Just still hating my profile, and I can't decide if it's just because I'm used to hating it so much, or if it's, I mean, it has genuinely gotten worse. I mean, it has genuinely gotten worse, in terms of like a bump on the top of the nose here, profile wise, but I'm fairly sure with all the research I've done that it's just swelling, because I have very thin skin, and because it was a really big procedure they did, which I'm aware of, I know intellectually, but I know this is so bad to say, but I just wanted it to be perfect, and I'm not really coping with this right now, so I've had better days. And I also happened to be stung by a bee today, which has never happened to me in my entire life before, but apparently today is the day for bee stings. Who knew? So just having a bit of a crappy day, really. Anyway, on to the next one. It's Sunday. I have to continue with going to college tomorrow, which, to be honest, I just don't feel mentally prepared for it. But it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. So yeah, I will fluid again tomorrow. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, I'm sure like I'll be laughing at myself later. I really hope so, and I'm sure you guys will be laughing at me for this. But yeah, it's just the side profile here. There's just this bump here where the dorsal hump was, and I'll put two pictures side by side comparison, one from today and one from when I just got the splint off, and you can definitely see a bump. Just hope it's swelling.